Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Tell me firstly your names and a bit about your film.
Hi, I'm Phil. I was the editor on My First Spellbook, and it's just a really fun film. Gavin, I'll actually, on you go. Yeah.
I'm Gavin. I was the director. It's a children's film, which naturally is kind of comedy and drama, family sort of thing. So I think it was a fine balance, but the comedy kind of drives the narrative and tells the story. So I think that was a bit different. But it's about a little girl who wants to become a witch, and just sort of what happens when she tries to, for better and worse, I guess you would say.
How long did this film first and foremost take to film? Like, let's start from start to end.
Well, because it had kids in it, we filmed sort of half days because there were like legal hours and stuff. So we filmed across 8 days with a little break in the middle. But it was a bit crazy because like loads of kids. It was set in a school, so there's like classrooms worth of kids. So that was hectic. So 8 days was the shoot.
Working with kids could be a nightmare or could be amazing, but the hardest thing with working with kids is legislation. There's disclaimers and it fucks your mind up. Right. Talk to me about the kids side. How was it?
Well, I just love kids, and we had a whole class full of them for this because it's set in a school, so we had the whole classroom. And so the most interesting part was actually entertaining them when they're not filming, and how do you keep them calm and keep them not out of trouble. So I enjoyed playing some games with them and stuff like that, and just doing anything basically to try and amuse them. But they were actually really, really great, and they just contributed so much. And it's a kids film, so it's just great to have kids in it.
Can I ask you guys about the funding behind this? How did you raise the funds? Being filmmakers, short filmmakers, and I really hope you won an award, so you go into bigger and better things, and you will. You've got the talent. How did you fund this?
Well, it was actually our graduation film, so a lot of it came from the university, but additionally we had some other support. So it was sort of a lot of in-kind contributions, a lot of asking people to help out, and we were quite lucky that we were able to get so much support from people to make it. So.
Any obstacles in the way, being a comedy, forget the genre for a sec, just as filmmakers, what obstacles did you face in the way whilst producing, editing, directing? What was the obstacles?
In terms of the editing, I think the thing about comedy is that once you've seen a joke once or twice or 3 times, you forget why it's funny or how it's funny, and so the temptation is then to try and tweak it and make it funnier and actually ruin it. So I think it was great for me in the editing process being able to have people coming in and giving their opinion and just keep giving feedback and stuff like that, and getting fresh eyes on it all the time. So that was certainly one of the challenges, I think, was just trying to keep objective as you're doing that process.
Yeah. For you, sir? I'd agree. The editing. I mean, the editing is probably the safest place though, because you can fix things in some ways. But on set, I suppose, well, comic timing is so difficult, especially with kids and non-actors and such. So, just having such a great cast and having such a great crew and everybody sort of working hard to make it, that kind of helped avoid all the pitfalls that I think you'd normally be a bit worried about with that sort of thing.
Last question. What's next for you guys?
Well, at the moment I'm just finishing a master's degree in acting here in London, actually. So I've switched to the other side of the camera.
So now you're going to be an actor.
Well, that's the plan. Yeah, that's the plan, really.
Excellent. You, sir?
I've got some work with the BBC coming up, and then I'm just trying to get in there and then see what else might come my way after that. So,
guys, Limelight Film Awards. How important is it? How important are these film awards?
I think all awards are really important, but especially ones like this where they're nationally recognising talent, people at the start of their career, because that will really help, help get your foot in the door, help you discover what you want to do, and help you get out there, I guess.
Yeah. It's also just great that they put on such an impressive event, and it just makes you feel really recognised and really, just that people are wanting to support this work. It's just great. It's really